with energy, power, and plan. Remember every week that don't ever start your week before you finish it on paper. So you need to have your week planned, either Sunday night or Monday morning, and it's always preferable to have it planned Sunday night, so that you will be able to start your week with planning, with dedication, and knowing what you will be doing and knowing what the tasks that you will be finishing. I've been going live every Monday for the past month, and we are discussing important topics in self-development, in success, in how you improve the results that you need in order to succeed in your business as an entrepreneur, as or even as an employee looking for improvement or achievements or advancement in your company. Today, we will be talking about an important aspect that is important in every part of your life, not only in business, even in your life, even in your relationships. It's important to have this aspect. In the world of opportunity, we can have everything. You can have the best house, the best cars, you can have even a private island, whatever you can think of, you can have. But but sooner or later, or something will happen or not, hopefully not, but these material things may vanish. You may lose everything. And the only thing that you can't lose is your character. This is the only thing that will remain. And by developing the right character, you will know that you are closer to be able to succeed. And having the right character is an important aspect of leadership. Even your self-development can't thrive unless you develop the right character and the successful character. In this session, we will discuss a little bit or a small part of Jim Rohn's book, Cultivating an Unshakable Character. It's a wonderful book that I advise you all to read it, but I chose some aspects from the book to summarize, to give you the best idea how to develop the right character. In this book, Jim Rohn summarizes 12 pillars that are important to develop in order to have an unshakable character, as he said. And before I start, I see some people jumping on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see the comments on Instagram today, but I will go over them if you have any questions by the end of the session, and I will answer all your questions. So as I said, we will discuss today some of the 12 pillars that Jim Rohn talked about that will help us develop the right character. But before even getting started, I want to discuss the difference between character and charisma. Many of us and most people have this mixed, and they think character is the same as charisma. And now I will explain some of the differences. When we see someone is successful, when we see someone who is having a great personality, we say, wow, he has a great charisma. He is a charismatic leader. Charisma is something that is built in the personality of a person. Charisma is something you can develop. It's a trait that you either have or you don't have. But character is something that you really can develop and you can build with time and experience and with education and self-development and by watching my Monday lives. So charisma is about having the ability to influence people so that these people will make a favor that you ask for, will reply for what you ask from them. While character is the ability to lead people and teach them to do what is best for them, not what you want from them. And for sure, if you have a right character, you will be asking from people what is best for them. So a character is the truth source of motivation and energy. Charismatic leaders build loyalty, but is gone as soon as the leader is gone. If a charismatic leader was working in a certain company, he can achieve great results with the people because people love charismatic leaders. But as soon as this leader is gone, his influence will be gone and the work won't be the same as his present. While when you have a great character and you are a leader with character, even when you are leaving, you build leaders who are independent about your presence. So they will be still achieving, learning from you, and doing great results as if you are already there. I hope it's clear the difference between being charismatic leader and leader of character. At the end, the character is what is left after the charisma is gone. Charismatic leaders need to always have new things and exciting things in order for people to stay motivated, while having a character, it's just your presence, your loyalty, saying the right thing every time is what makes the difference in the people who you lead. Character is not by, you don't develop character by winning or losing. You develop character by doing the right thing and reacting the right way to any adversity that you face in your life. Let's go over the 12 pillars of success, the 12 pillars of courage, of character that will help you understand developing the right character. The first pillar is courage. Courage is one of the main characteristics of leadership. And it's not about having, doing crazy things, not being afraid of death, speeding in a car, or jumping from high places. It's about courage of taking the right decisions. It's about having courage by living up to your ideals. It's about acting instead of reacting. Courageous leaders take advantage of all the opportunities that they have or face. Charismatic leaders make most out of this, of every moment they live. They care for reality, not for the appearance. Courage is about making others, people who depend on you, more important than yourself. Courageous leaders is about doing the right thing, the right time, and not being scared of saying the truth, not being scared of leading others the right way, and being following their values and the things that they believe in, even though they may hurt them sometimes. Being a courageous leader means that you don't approve or you don't accept to feel helpless. Feeling helpless is a type of surrendering to fear. And courageous leaders who have a great character, are leaders who are known that they take responsibility of everything that they face through their life. They take responsibility even of adversity. And sometimes we try to get out of responsibility facing adversity, because really a lot of times we have problems that it's not our fault. We can't blame ourselves for. But leaders of character take responsibility even of adversity and react the right way, do the right action to get out of every adversity they face. They know that they can't be helpless, and there should always be a way to overcome any obstacle or any rock they have in their way. The second pillar of being a leader with character is honesty and integrity. What you say should be what you do, and you should do what you say. So people of character don't lie, are not scared to say the truth. If you have the right character, you know that you are accountable of everything you say. And at the end, you can't risk lying, because at the end, the truth will appear and people will know that you've been lying on this thing or the other thing. So being truthful is ethical, and it's known. There's no ethics in business. There's life ethics. I always listen to people who say, do you have business ethics? And I believe that you can't separate ethics. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Whether in business or in life or in relationships or in any aspect of humanity, ethics is ethics. It's right or wrong. So people with character, they know that it's not easy to say the truth, but they say it anyway. At the end, when it appears, when the truth appears, and it's, let me rephrase it. It's really hard to live a life of a liar, because lying will accumulate. And if you lie in something that you think it will go fast, there will be another situations where you have to build up on this lie, and the small lie will go up to be a bigger lie, and it will have a lot of problems behind it. So it's important to develop honesty and integrity when you are a person with character, when you are a leader with character. Let me share a story with you. A couple of years ago, my daughter has a teacher who was a gymnastic teacher. And we met with him in a restaurant. It was just, we were going out and he was there in the restaurant eating with his family. And he saw Mia drinking Coke. And he approached her, he told her, it's not good for your health. You shouldn't be drinking Coke. It's all sugar, and you do a lot of sports, and this is not healthy for you. So Mia listened to him. She was shaking her head. She said, okay, I understand. And as soon as he left, she looked at me and said, how can he tell me about Coke and he is smoking? She saw him on his table and with a cigarette in his mouth. And this is an example of a leader with integrity. He was warning his student to take care of her health and not to drink a Coke. And at the same time, he was smoking. How can he influence this little baby to listen to him or to respect what he says? So that's why it's important to act the same as you talk as a leader, because when people see that you have this breach in your, when there's this gap between what you are saying and what you are actually doing, people will have lose faith in you, and then they won't see you as a leader and you won't be able to influence them anymore. This is an important part, and I believe a lot of you, in certain part of your life, you have something that you know it's right, and you preach people about it, that this is how you should do it. It is the right way, but you don't manage to do it for yourself. There's a lot of things I should be doing, and I know it's the right way or not. Let me say an example about myself, so I won't be speaking about other people. Waking up at 5 a.m. I know it's important to wake up early. I know it's important. It's very effective. It's very healthy. You start your day with high energy and you do what's needed before everyone wakes up. But a lot of times I'm failing to wake up early. And I still tell my coaching clients, and I still tell my friends, and even I say in my trainings, that waking up early is one of the important aspects of leaderships. I don't claim I do it, and this is the difference. I always try and have this intention to wake up early. I'm trying to organize my life to sleep early so I can wake up early, but it's maybe in my personality or in my body type is that I'm not a morning person. So I struggle. I don't wake up early every day, but at least I'm honest and I say it. You should be waking up early. This is how studies are done. This is how successful people do it. They wake up early in order to have great day and take benefit of their day. Unfortunately, I'm working on it, but I can do it. Now, you will ask me, but there are some times in life that we have to lie. We should be somehow diplomatic in our lives. We shouldn't always be saying the truth. And I totally agree. Being diplomatic isn't the same as lying. There are something in life we have to sugarcoat. There are some things in life that we need to praise some people in order to improve. And it's well known that praising your team members is has a great effect on their productivity and their staying positive and motivated. But this is different than lying. In leadership, we need to overstate a high degree of enthusiasm. And even if the situation was bad, we should be telling our team, things are great, keep going, keep motivated. We can't come to our team, especially if we are working in sales and network marketing and all these jobs that need really motivation and high enthusiasm. We can't tell them, you know what, it's COVID right now, nobody is buying, so don't even try hard. This is not how we should be acting as leaders. We should keep the high enthusiasm, high motivation, even though if we know deep inside, that the situation is harder than before, but we have to keep this high enthusiasm because at the end, it will work. And even though it's harder, but it's still possible. But if we tell them it's hard, then if we motivate our team 10 times, they will be motivated to 2%. If we motivate our team 10%, they will be motivated 2%. What if we motivate them 2%, then they will be demotivated and they will quit. So we need to keep this high enthusiasm, even if it wasn't really reflecting the truth. We should know that in leadership, for every one criticism we give, we should be giving 3 times praising. So if we need to criticize one of our team members or one of our colleagues, we should be giving them 3 praises facing this one criticism, because it's all about building confidence in the people, building faith in the people around you so that they will keep achieving. And leadership is not about pointing the mistakes of others. It's about giving the right compliments in order to correct, but keeping faith in them and increasing their high self-confidence so that they can still be able to succeed and achieve. And here we go to sugarcoating to increase the morale. We should keep high morale in our team, and we should sugarcoat some of the bad truths that we have in our life. or in the work situation. So from here, I need to go back to the part of integrity and honesty. Being able to sugarcoat certain situations doesn't mean you are not being honest or having integrity. You are not lying to them, you are just sugarcoating the truth. But being dishonest, not being able to do what you are saying, will be the beginning of loss, and you will live in a great conflict inside of you between who you really are and who you are uh, claiming you are. And this conflict will raise with time, and it will make you lose self respect, and it will make you lose success. So the only way to attain success is through being honest and live with pride. And my mom always says that to me, and it's a lesson for my lifetime. What you are afraid to do in public, don't do in private. What you are afraid for people to see or know, you can't be doing it, because one day people will know, and it will come back to you and bite you. The third part, or the third pillar of building the right character, is perseverance. I won't be a great influence for the people around me if I weren't perseverant. If I get tired easily, get bored easily, and start any situation and then quit. And this is one of the biggest struggles all people, and especially entrepreneurs, are facing in their life. Every time we are tired, every time we face an obstacle or adversity in our journey, we start thinking to quit. And it's one of the easiest things to do. We just stop and quit, especially if we weren't going far in our journey. But this way, you won't be able to achieve anything. We need to learn how to be committed, how to develop this perseverance. Starting by setting goals. I don't want to go deep into setting goals, because this was discussed in the first live that we did a couple of weeks ago. You can go back through the social media accounts or YouTube channel and you will see it. And I have a book, download ebook. It's also on all my social media accounts. You can just download the ultimate goal setting book. It will help you set the right goals and follow up with them. But what I need to discuss about perseverance is procrastination. We have two problems in our life. Either we start and we don't continue, or we procrastinate to even start working on any project that we need. Procrastination is one of the big parts because we want to be perfect. Perfection is one of the reasons that we procrastinate on any actions we do in our life. We are always never satisfied with what we have. We need to learn more. We need to know more. We get distracted, and we are scared to fail. So fear of failure is always a part of us postponing to start with any actions. So one of the two best ways to beat procrastination is break it down. If I want to, Jamran says this example in the book, and I will use the same example. If you want to write one book in a year, it will be very hard to think that I need to sit down and write one book. Your mind doesn't program that way, that, oh no, you don't need to write the book in one setting. you need to write a book in a year. So you have 12 months, 4 weeks every month. So you have time, but your mind doesn't process the situation. And when you say to yourself, I need to sit down and start writing my book, your mind will get scared of the huge task and the huge commitment and will start giving excuses why you can't sit down and write the book now. Because you're tired, because you are not ready, you need to get more information, because something new in the news, we need to know about it, because someone posted something on Facebook, we need to see, and you start wasting your time. So the best way is to tell your mind, you know what? I just need to write down today 1 page. Breaking down any goal will make it easier so you can commit to it. Writing 1 page a day is very easy in comparison to writing 1 book in a year. Losing half a pound every week is very easy than losing 20 pounds in a year. So it's about breaking down every situation into very small tasks, and it will be easy to write to start the action. They say a joke about how can we, I forgot it. I'm sorry. Okay, the second aspect not to procrastinate is write it down. When you write down any goal, any plan you will be more likely to commit to it, because you will have it clear in you, you will see it, you will feel it because you are writing it, and at the same time your mind will process it easier. So write down what you are planning, write down what you did, what you are doing now. Keep a diary of your activities, keep a diary of your hour to hour, how you spend your hours, because this will give you clarity of how much time you are losing on nonsense distractions, from social media to just laying around looking for news with nonsense. There's a lot of things that you spend during the day doing nothing, and you feel you don't have any time to spare, because you are spending your time on things that don't bring you closer to your goal. So writing down whatever you're doing has a great effect on you not procrastinating. And the third point about procrastination is think about why you are doing what you want to do, why you want to write a book, why you want to go on a certain trip, why you want to make more money. Who will this achieving this goal help? Most of the time, we are likely to keep going for the sake of others, but we easily give up on ourselves. If it wasn't for my daughter, and I always say this example, if it wasn't for my daughter, I won't be working that hard. I will have enough money to live and get whatever I want and be happy. But because I want to provide for my daughter, I want to show her a great life, take her on vacations, do whatever makes her happy, I'm working harder than I was supposed to work if it was for me only. So you are likely to work harder for other people than to work hard for yourself. So connect your dream with others. Give your dream a meaning that will change other people's lives, because always remember, you can take yourself just so far for yourself, but you will take you will do whatever it takes for others. Perseverance is an important aspect in leadership, and when you develop the image that you don't continue what you start in front of the people that you lead, they won't show you, they won't see you as a person of influence, and they won't see you that you are a person of character that they should respect and they should follow his lead. The fourth part of, or fourth pillar of building the right character is confidence. Confidence, a lot of people has confidence since born. They look confident, they walk in confidence, and confidence is developed in three ways. Confidence develops is developed how we were born, how we were raised, what's with the experience that happened to us during our childhood period. Many people have great confidence because of their childhood, and many people have low self-confidence because of what they were passing through during the years they were raised or who raised them. The second aspect that will help you build your confidence is your education. Whether you have education or not, whether you are top person in your class or not, have a great effect on your confidence. And the third confidence is an experience. If you have a great experience, it will help you to build stronger confidence. And if you don't have experience, you will have less confidence. Like in my situation, for example, I had more confidence when I was back in Lebanon because I had experience stronger in Lebanon. When I moved to the States, I have some self-doubts. I was thinking to myself, I don't have enough experience in the States. I don't have the strong language. So I'm not really qualified enough to be a speaker. So my confidence was related to my experience. The more experience I'm having in the States, the more I'm building confidence that I'm really qualified to do what I'm doing. So when we need to go back and build this confidence, because confidence is what shows people that they can trust us, they can have faith in us, that we are worthy for their trust, or we can help them in whatever aspect they need us for. So when we need to build this confidence, we need to ask ourselves, what is special about us in the way we are raised? There's something in you that is valuable. There's something in you that is a great gift that sometimes you take it for granted and you don't see great value in it. Having this confidence in yourself is by thinking, what's special in you? It's important to think what's special in you in order to know, to develop this confidence. Many times we don't see what's special in us because we think it's really simple, it's really easy. We don't value it because usually what we like to do is easy for us. It's a habit that we created, and every habit becomes hard, starts hard, but when it's a habit, it becomes easy. Let me give an example of, let's say, typing fast, because my keyboard is typing. So let me give an example of typing fast. If you are a fast typer, you don't see value in that. It's something you do. It's your personality. It's something you do while sleeping. You don't see value in that. But to others who don't have this skill, it's something great. It's a great gift and blessing that they wish they have. Having a great voice. Maybe you think it's a normal thing. Okay, you don't see much value in it, but to others, it's something great that you have, and they wish they do. So cherish these skills that you have, these gifts that you have, even if you think they are you got them for granted and you don't see value in them. But remember, talent is not about hard work, and no one can have what you have. So cherish this thing, give it value, and you will build confidence accordingly. Concerning education, you may say, okay, everyone is educated as I am. I have a BA degree, a BS, master's degree, but there's a lot of people who have master's degrees. So I'm just like anyone else. And yes, education is pretty common, but there are many people also who don't have education, who are educated less than you. So confidence is understanding that no matter what you have, there are a lot of people who have more, and this is part of wisdom. And there's a lot of people who have less. So you need to have this confidence in what you have, because you have a message that can help people who are less fortunate than you. And at the same time, you can learn from other people and build more confidence by learning. And experience also works as a part of confidence. If you are working in a job for 50 years, 20 years, 20 years, 30 years, you will have more confidence than someone who just started. But even the person who just started should have a confidence, because he's starting with a great mentality. He is learning fresh things that someone with experience forget. He has a special vision in the life that someone who's been working for 20 years didn't have. Every time I was working with a company, I was bringing with me new vision from my background, from my experience, that the company doesn't have. If I didn't have confidence in my experience or the way I was raised, I won't be able to bring this vision to the company, and I won't be able to show confidence in what I have and I offer. Whatever you do in life, if you didn't do it with confidence, people won't take value of it. So it's important to think that you have to do any action you do with confidence. And remember, confidence is a decision. You need to decide today to have confidence in yourself, in your talent, in your gifts, in your experience, in your education. Write down the great things that you are blessed with. Let them be an affirmations. Use affirmations to build this confidence. And the YouTube is full of information that will help you build confidence. I am strong. I am smart. I am experienced. I am talented. I am. Building this confidence is an important factor that will help you build the right character and lead people. Confidence is the foundation of success. We are almost done. I need to go. These are one of the 4 most important characters that I wanted to discuss with you today, but I want to go fast over the other characters that will have great effect on you building the right character and succeeding in your life. The 5th one, after discussing courage, honesty and integrity, perseverance, confidence, we are now going to talk a little bit about wisdom. Wisdom is nothing you learn. It's something that you develop with time, but you can't get it from outside. You need to have self-awareness. You need to start by knowing yourself. Socrates says, know thyself. When you know yourself, you will develop this confidence. Part of confidence is knowing what you lack. Sorry, part of wisdom. Part of wisdom is knowing what you lack. It's important to have this awareness to know what you have and what you don't have. Part of wisdom is knowing that you don't have the answers of everything, but you should always have questions. The more questions you ask and the more you analyze the answers you got from this question, the more you will build wisdom. Part of wisdom is having sense of life and value and meaning of life. It's important to analyze what you are passing through. It's important to know the depth of life and life experiences. Wisdom is the fruit of experiences. And wisdom is about noticing patterns, and all life is built according to laws. And by understanding the patterns and the connections between the incidents that are happening, you will be able to raise wisdom. And it's important to understand what people do and what you know, what you need to learn from each and every experience. Wisdom is something that once you develop, you can't take it away. It's not about being rich or having things or having power. You can have the wisdom without having all these. But to get all the success in life that will last longer and to be really successful and be able to influence people, you need to be wise. You need to be able to understand the consequences of every action. You need to be able to read what's going on before happening. You need to have wider vision to see the future. And if you notice, most leaders in a certain company, they expect what's happening in the company before even it happens. And this is part of the wisdom, because they can read the signs of the things that are happening in their life. Responsibility, it's common sense to say that leaders or people with character take responsibility of whatever happens around them. They take responsibility of each incident that they pass through, and they have the confidence that they will overcome this obstacle. They develop the action to overcome this obstacle, and they don't settle for excuses. It's very easy to blame others. It's very easy to have excuses. But even when there are excuses in the life of leaders, they don't accept to settle down for the excuse. Maybe they use the excuse just to prevent it in the next time, but they overcome it and they always create action. Don't settle and let things go just because they can't control it. Even if you can't control, you should take the conscious decision and grow up, get rid of any excuses in your life, and know you are in charge of what happens to you. You are drawing the canvas of your life. Whatever is outside of your control, you control by your actions, not by reacting to it. Leaders have humor, and humor is about being able to make fun of themselves before making fun of others. They don't make fun of others, but they are wise enough to know how to use a joke to overcome certain situations. They use jokes in the right time and in the right place. Sometimes a lot of serious situations are overcome because of a humor. And having this personality is very important aspect in leadership. By a smile, you can cross miles. By being serious, you can't cross. Sometimes a smile can get you out of many things. And at the end, success in business is about building relationships. And people like people who are smiling around them more than people who are just taking everything serious, everything straight, strict, and there's no life. Leaders also use humor as a part of overcoming failure. Even if they fail, they take it as a reason to use a laugh in order to overcome it, lessen the tension of the situation, and then act accordingly to correct what went wrong. People with character are flexible, and flexibility is one of an important aspect to keep going, because in life, nothing is fixed. And we have a lot of dead end walls in front of us in our road to success. And if we weren't flexible, if we weren't able to change certain plans and certain ideas that we are really believing in, then we won't be able to continue. And the biggest example is COVID right now. Many leaders had to go out of business because they weren't flexible enough. And people who were flexible and were able to adapt are the people who are still going and are still succeeding. The second pillar is patience. Leaders with character are patient. They know everything worthwhile takes time, and everything needs to certain time to plant, take care of the plant, and then we will harvest. And one of the biggest examples I use in my life is the bamboo tree. This message is very important for people who are working in network marketing and sales. The bamboo tree is a tree that when you plant it, you take care of it for 3 years and you don't see any changes. You feel the plant isn't growing or the plant is dead. Then it starts growing so much, like small amounts. It grows gradually, very small amounts, and you feel all the hard work taking care of the tree this much didn't give you anything back. What you got from the tree isn't worth all the work. But suddenly, in 5 years from starting to take care of the plant, you will notice that this plant starts growing in an amazing way, in a crazy speed. And in 5 years, you will be rewarded the hard work of the 5 years. And this is what patience means. You need to learn to keep doing action and stay away from the results. Don't look for the results. Just concentrate on doing action, because you will be rewarded. By doing action, doing the necessary things and correcting the wrong things you are doing, analyzing your actions and correcting and keeping going, not thinking about the results you will getting, you will be able to get results sooner or later. So just as a leader, you need to be patient. And the last two pillars are good health. It's normal to take care of your health as a person of character, to be able to have the energy. And always remember a quick note that health is not about only being fit and looking good. With a healthy body, you will have a healthy mind. The food you eat will affect your memory, your way of thinking, your analyzing, and your focus. So take care of your body so you can take care of your mind and energy. And at the end, achievement. Celebrate great achievements, enjoy your successes, and keep going. Whenever you face a great achievement, enjoy it, celebrate it, but keep in mind that this doesn't last forever. So you need to always keep going, and everything will pass. Great achievements will pass and hard times will pass. So all what you need is keep this great character, keep this great personality, keep leading the right way, and know that whatever you are passing through, if you kept going, if you had the courage, you were honest with and have a great integrity, if you were always going on and you didn't quit on yourself and others, if you have the confidence and the wisdom, if you take responsibility of your actions, if you faced your failures with humor, and if you draw a smile during your road, if you were flexible and patient, if you take care of your health, you will achieve great results. So this is the lesson to you today. I really enjoy this time with you, hoping in the coming weeks we will be giving more value, more information. Please write down to me if you have any questions. I will see you next Monday. And until then, I want to remind you to keep learning, act, and lead. See you next Monday.